look at ways to make your lunges more effective. We're coming into a basic low lunge. It's always a good idea to pad your knees, especially if you're working on a hard floor like I am. A basic 90-degree lunge, knee is under hip, front knee is directly over the ankle. And if you're working with any issues with that knee, you want to keep that alignment. To get a little deeper into the front of the hip flexors, the psoas, and slide that back foot behind you. You'll then press the back shin, your front foot into the floor to lift up. And you'll see that creates more length in the low back. The tendency here, as we get really low, is to take this into sort of a back bend position. So keep the legs engaged, keep pushing into the floor so you have that length. From here, you can keep the hands down on the floor or on blocks if this is very intense. Then come up onto the thigh, which is a nice way to add a little length. Push into the thigh to lift a little taller. Or bring the arms up. To really go after the hip flexors, and particularly the psoas, which is a very deep level hip flexor, it gets chronically tight. And come back to that 90-degree lunge. Clasp your hands, hands on the thigh. We're going to warm up here, just inhaling and lunging a little deeper, pressing that right hip, back leg forward, and coming back off of it. We do it a couple of times, and we're going to sink down into this lunge, pressing the feet into the floor, pushing the hip forward. Inhale, press your hands into your legs, lift your chest. Exhale, curl your tailbone forward. It's almost as if you had a tail and you were tucking it between your legs. It's a small move, but you'll feel the difference. And come out of there and go to the other side. That may be a whole other adventure on this side. Starting off with that 90-degree alignment, and inhale, sink down into your lunge, but keep that press of your feet so the back stays long. And hang out here for a breath or two, and press back. We're going to come back to our 90-degree lunge. Inhale, lift your ribs, press down into your thigh to grow a little taller, and press your left hip forward, this back leg. Exhale, curl the tailbone forward, and really feel that stretch the front of the leg. The tendency when we get into big feeling in the legs is to stop breathing. So keep your feet active, keep pushing your back shin, your front foot into the floor, and take conscious, long, slow breaths.